So what constant omega is cosine of theta over 3 omega periodic? So we could just use a formula here, but I think it's a nice plan to draw a picture and see what happens. So basically the main thing is the following. We're dividing through by 3 and 3 is bigger than 1. So what we're going to see is the graph will be the graph y is equal to cos of theta stretched out from the x-axis, or the y-axis, sorry, horizontally by factor 3. So stretched vertically, or sorry, horizontally by a factor 3. So if I was to graph this, so I'll do my best to graph this. What's it going to look like? Well, it's going to look like the usual cos, but everything's going to be stretched out. Curious. So what would it look like? Well, it's going to be same deal as usual. Oh my goodness, it's a bad picture. So it's going to look like this. Doing a super bad job here. So what have we got? Down to there. It kind of turns like this. It's going to back up like this. That kind of business. So it's going to repeat in blocks like that. So let me attempt to... So it's going to do this basically. So I'm graphing here y is equal to cos theta over 3. And it's all stretched out, right? That's the main thing. So this is y, this is theta. And it's stretched out from the y-axis horizontally. So if it's stretched out, we need to know where everything happens. Well, first of all, this position here now, this position here is no longer pi over 2, it's 3 pi over 2. And this position here is now 3 pi. Okay, so everything's kind of stretched out. Over here, so at this point, this would normally be 2 pi, but now it's stretched out, so it's 6 pi. So what can I see? Well, from the picture, it's pretty clear that it's going to repeat itself in blocks of that length. And what's that length? Well, it's the usual length, but multiplied by 3, so it's 6 pi. So the conclusion is cos, so let me just do this properly. Cos of theta over 3 is 6 pi periodic. And if you want to kind of bring this to a kind of a more general formula, remember how it works. We're multiplying theta by a third. So that means the period, the omega, is changed by dividing through by a third. So this is 2 pi divided by a third, if you want to kind of relate this back to kind of the general story.